on this Monday morning, February 23rd. Thanks so much for joining us here on Arc Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman.
That would have tripped me up.
That felt like a trap. It said January in there. Don't make me go back to that month. That was the worst. Wow.
I'm Stephanie Joseph. Thanks so much for joining us. A lot to get to this morning, but we do want to get a look at some of the news you need to know first.
Yeah, a lot to talk about this morning. Christian Garzone is live in the newsroom right now. He's taking a look at some of our headlines this morning. Christian?
Hey, good morning, ladies. We start with the blizzard warnings issued for New York City, New Jersey, Boston, and communities along the East Coast for a major late winter storm. The National Weather Service this weekend increased its assessment of the potential severity of the storm. The Weather Service said up to 2 feet of snow was possible as it issued a blizzard warning for New York City, Long Island, southern Connecticut, and coastal communities in New Jersey and Delaware. The storm could deliver up to 2 feet of snow before tonight. In Mexico, the Mexican army has announced it has killed the powerful leader of a crime cartel in a military operation. On Sunday, troops targeted the leader of the Jalisco New Generation cartel known as El Mencho. The operation set off hours of roadblocks and burning vehicles in Jalisco and other states. Officials say cartels often use these tactics to slow down or block military moves. Here at home, 2 people have died following a Sunday morning crash on the city's north side. It happened around 1:30 Sunday morning on Joseph Avenue. The police say the vehicle hit a light pole and rolled onto its side. Firefighters were able to get a man and a woman out of the car. They were taken to the hospital and were pronounced dead. We do not yet know their names. Closing arguments are set to start today in the trial of a Honeoye Falls woman accused of killing her sister. 53-year-old Jamie Bush is accused of strangling 62-year-old Penny Bush, then dumping her body in the Genesee River. The defense is arguing there is no motive in the case. The prosecution says Penny was trying to evict her sister, who she was renting from. And that's what you need to know. Back to you ladies in the studio.
All right, Christian, thank you.
All right, now let's get a look at what we have brewing for the next 2 hours. Starting with Team USA taking home the gold. The men's national ice hockey team claimed its first gold medal since the Miracle on Ice in 1980. This morning, we're breaking down some of the biggest moments with the voice of the Rochester Amherst, Don Stephen.
Yeah, then get ready to ask yourself, is this story truth or trash? Christian Garzone back with another truth or trash for us this morning. Today, we have a lineup of headlines, including imaginary friends, vampires, princes, and much more.
Ooh, that's a lot. And later, we are looking ahead to the return of the Rochester International Auto Show. This morning, local dealers will join us live in studio to talk all about vehicle trends, including the rise in hybrid technology and pricing and affordability.
Yeah, but before all of that, we'll get a check of our Monday forecast. Today, we are going to be seeing the return of some snow showers out there and cold temperatures as well. Meteorologist Marty Snyder is tracking it out for us. Kind of a bummer, Marty.
Yeah, that's it. We're just back into that scattered snow shower activity. And for most areas near us, not a whole lot. Still keeping an eye on the East Coast. That's where all the action is. That's where the blizzard warnings remain in effect for that system right on the coast. But for us, it's mainly just some scattered snow showers that'll pass through, filling in just a little more for the short term there. And you can see a little more of a focus for some areas west of Rochester versus to the east. But as we go through the day today, we'll continue with these snow showers. Bus stop forecast showing those snow showers holding on just on and off today. Upper 20s to start. Not going to increase all that much today. We'll be somewhere a little closer to 30 as we head into the afternoon. And as we head through time, I think it'll be a story where a lot of areas see about a trace to 2-inch range on accumulation. I think most areas will fall in that range during the day today. And there's going to be some melting that'll play out, even with the air temperature down below freezing by a small amount. I could easily see some surfaces rising back above freezing, just given enough of that sunlight that works through the cloud cover that'll be present for a lot of the day today. All the way down to 10 for a low temperature tonight. Early tomorrow morning, I think we'll be dealing with some wind chills either near zero or below zero. And then 23 tomorrow with some breaks of sun, and then mostly in the 30s for highs for the rest of the week. So a little cooler this week than what we saw last week. Those temperatures mainly 30s for highs, but again, tomorrow we pull back a little bit, only 20s for highs then. So chilly afternoon, but at least some sunshine by then. That's the better news for the day tomorrow.
Yeah, we got to focus on the good stuff, right? Look ahead to Saturday, look ahead to all that sunshine. It's going to be okay.
Always true this time of year. Got to find one good thing and kind of focus on that.
Absolutely. All right, Marty, thank you.
Okay.
Let's go off the top. We'll start with some of the things that have piqued our interest. I will start things off today. I've said it before, I'll say it again. We really do not deserve dogs. They are simply just too pure for this world. They love unconditionally, and they're always loyal, right? That's why this story is so bittersweet. Maybe you saw the first part of this story at the beginning of the month. A dog who was abandoned at Harry Reid International Airport when his owner couldn't board the plane because she didn't have the right paperwork to travel with a so-called service dog. Well, instead of leaving together, the 2-year-old golden doodle was tied to a metal pole while the woman made her way towards the departure gate. She said she wasn't worried. She figured the dog would inevitably be returned to her since he had a tracking device, one of those microchips. Well, the woman was arrested and was officially charged with animal abandonment, resisting arrest, and providing a false statement to or obstructing a public officer. The dog should be charged with just being too adorable. He was sent to foster care. Now, animal control had the pup on a 10-day hold, meaning his owner could come back and pick him up. Well, she never did. I told you the story was bittersweet, so there's a little bit of good news out here today. The dog has officially been given his forever home, with actually the police officer who responded the day that he was found. The pup is now named Jet Blue and has found a happy place in the loving arms of Officer Skeeter Black and his family. He and his family have actually been trying to adopt a golden doodle for quite some time now. And look at that stinking face. I mean, are you kidding me right now? There's the family. You can imagine their excitement to take in this sweet boy. Over 2,500 applications came in to adopt Jet Blue, but Officer Skeeter and his family were ultimately picked. And look at his little smile there. The officer says he could tell that the dog felt safe immediately when the family came to get him. Even though that pup had been abandoned, he wagged his tail, jumped all over them, and licked their faces. Sounds like a perfect match for them.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that they have a happy ending to this story. Can we pull up the pictures one more time? Because I can't stop looking at him.
I know.
He looks so happy. Golden doodles are known for like having those human-like eyes.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how you could just, you know,
leave.
Just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a hard time leaving my dog on the couch every day, but you know, in an airport, look at that little guy. He's so fluffy.
The honest thing or the first gut reaction that you would think is, oh, I gotta go together. I'm not gonna leave my dog behind. That's your best friend or like an extension of yourself.
Right.
So that's very sad circumstances for sure.
Yeah. But like not even to go back and get him too.
Yeah.
Like 10 days, that's a long time.
I don't know where she was off to, but was it worth it?
I don't know. I don't know. But look at him. So friendly.
Yeah.
So sweet. And in the video where he's left at the gate, he's just chilling there. He's like, okay, like I will be right here. And it's
breaks
so
your
sad.
heart.
He's 2 years old. He's had a life before this. You know what I mean?
Goodness, yeah.
Ugh, gosh. But hopefully he has a very happy life with that family. It looks like they have a little girl too. So, you know, she gets to grow up with the dog. And, yeah.
Extra
Happy.
treats.
Yeah. All of the treats, all of the toys. I think you saw that video of the officer carrying out a bucket full of toys, whatever that dog wants. Jet Blue.
Give it to him.
Yeah, besties for life.
All right, we'll move on now to my story. It's no secret that costs are going up, and everyone is trying to save where they can. But the measures one couple is taking to cut costs at their wedding is raising some eyebrows. So the New York Post shared this story from Reddit. A guest got an invitation to a wedding with a note that said, to help offset costs, guests are kindly asked to pay $75 per person for their meal at the reception. Their reaction was, quote, not gonna lie, I was flabbergasted. That post went on to say, quote, I get weddings are expensive, but since when did it become normal to invoice your guests? They also said, my salary's not crashing the party, but this feels straight up awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently, this is not the most extreme money-saving measure taken for the big day. The New York Post also reported that wedding hosts were selling tickets for $1,000 each. And you may remember that story. That was from back in August. And that one was more of a unique case, though, given that the couple invited their social media followers. And they actually donated the extra proceeds to a charity. And that was to the tune of $132,000.
Jeez.
So, could this be the start of a trend, splitting costs with your guests? But back to the first couple. People had a lot to say online because, of course. One person said under the Reddit post, can I be offended for you? I think this is atrocious behavior. The best way to offset costs is to not spend so much. My guess is if someone doesn't make her see sense before the wedding, most of their wedding gifts will be the dinner their guests paid for. Other people were throwing some serious shade. One commenter said, when you decline the RSVP, be petty and type in, similar to you, I can't afford a $75 dinner.
Oh my God.
Another person offered an interesting perspective, saying, quote, absolutely not. Receptions are supposed to be the wedding couple's thank you to guests for helping celebrate their big day, which I thought was pretty interesting to say.
Yeah.
I would go ahead and decline.
Yep.
And besides Reddit, more people shared their thoughts under the New York Post article. Marianne said she would pay the $75 because she loves weddings. She just wouldn't give a gift. And another person had expressed the same sentiment, saying, quote, skip the wedding or pay the $75 and go. And don't give a gift. Probably comes out cheaper. So what do you say? Should people charge guests for the big day or not?
No! Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Come on. Nobody is forcing you to have a really big wedding.
That's what a lot of people said, too. They were like, it kind of seems like they're going very big with all of the different, I don't know, arrangements and things.
You get what you can afford. You know, it's like the same people that oh man, that makes me incredibly angry.
Yeah.
Nobody is saying you have to have a wedding with 200 people at this big fancy hotel with all of this stuff. It should be about the marriage. It should be about the couple, not the party after. The party after is always fun, right? Who loves a good party? Everybody, right? But I think to say like, oh, if you want to come celebrate us, you have to pay $75. That's just insane. Yeah. Thumbs down from me. I dare I say, I would say it's tacky.
Yeah,
I would.
A lot of people had also said, like, it doesn't seem like the wedding host, the couple, could even afford to pay $75 per dinner themselves. So it would be like, it's kind of...
Well, yeah. And so you're saying, okay, pay for your meal and you have to get us a wedding gift? That's wild to me. I was always under the impression that you should, like gift giving wise, it should be whatever you think the cost of the meal is.
Yeah.
Plus a little bit extra for the bar. Okay. So like whenever if I'm giving money, if I'm giving a wedding gift, whatever it is, I take that into consideration. But if somebody were to say, hey, on top of that, it's a $75 cover charge.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey man, listen, I'll Venmo you. Cause that's wild.
It is. I mean, I'm glad. Oh, I don't know if it's a destination wedding or not. It kind of seems like it's not. But on top of that, if it were to be a destination wedding, you're talking about traveling expenses and all of that. So it's really a cost people just don't need to add on.
Well, and also, like, not to dwell on this here, but I'm going to dwell for a second. When I was getting married, I had a lot of help from, like, my mom and my sister and stuff like that. And they would be the first ones to be like, hey, this is in poor taste, or like, you have to do this because that's you know, kind to your guests. Like, they were really helpful in guiding. If I went to them and I was like, hey, I'm going to have everybody pay $75 so they could eat, oh my gosh, they would have lost it. They would have been like, listen, you guys are going to like elope because we're not even sending out that note to your guests. That's horrible.
Yeah. And there's always the option to renew vows. So if you want to go for the bigger wedding, wait until you've maybe saved up some more. Maybe you've gotten a promotion or something. Life happens. Wait until then to get the dream.
Life advice from Steph and Abby. What more could you ask
Come
for?
on, yeah.
Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're going to check in with Mr. Chris Lopez, back off of the injury list.
Yeah.
We're going to check in with him coming up.
And don't forget that you can watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 WHAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We are back after this. This week, the Rochester Warrior Factory is turning fun into fundraising with a special event Friday.
Yeah, the 1-hour session gives guests the chance to channel their inner ninja warrior, tackling obstacles and testing their balance, all while supporting a great cause, the Walt Disney Elementary PTO. Chris Lopez is live there this morning. He's getting the details and taking on some of those obstacles himself. He didn't do too bad last time. Chris?
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's pretty cool, too. And I like that you are getting a workout in without knowing that you are getting a workout in. A ton of strength, a ton of endurance. Friday, that's what people can look forward to. It's open to all ages, all skill levels. At what time?
6:30 on Friday, and we do start pretty promptly at 6:30, so arrive a little bit early, check in, or purchase your ticket online and make sure you got a spot.
And the Walt Disney PTO, you've worked with them before.
Yep, we've partnered with them for this fundraising, and we do a lot of other school organizations as well as sports fundraising as well.
Okay, and we'll have information in case you missed that on our website as well. I asked you before I went into the back room about the people up here, the World Championships, and I was asking what makes a great ninja warrior, and these are the people that would probably embody that?
Yes and no. Yeah. I mean, it's always about your strength to weight ratio. I think that a lot of it is about your determination and your mindset. So these guys are ones that 6 years ago, the National Ninja League was a little bit smaller. We were probably one of the only facilities in the nation training. So you had a little bit better odds to win, but they all won their division. So grand champions, strongest ninja, there's different categories, and masters division. And nowadays it's called the World Ninja League. So it's the sport has grown quite a bit.
I was going to ask you, that 2020 was only 6 years ago.
Yeah.
How much has the sport grown?
Exponentially. So if you watch the show American Ninja Warrior, the obstacles get harder. They're always doing new divisions, and they've lowered the age group. So the teens these days are just phenomenal athletes, right? They're, us old guys are a little bit different than those 15 and 16-year-olds that can do some crazy things, right? So, and like I said, it's a lot about the mindset. So just thinking positive, working hard, trying your best, and just not giving up.
And then the kids that come in here, do you see a ton of growth in terms of confidence? I mean, they're literally climbing obstacles.
100%, right? The kids will come in here and they'll be nervous or uncertain, and then they kind of develop the skill and, just practice building, personal records like that Lachey. I did 5 foot. Now I want to try to do 6. So they get super excited about it and just have a lot of fun.
I'm going to try and have a lot of fun on this little run. I've kind of been doing some of the obstacles, the singular obstacles. Now I'm going to try and put it together. Hand this off to you. You can commentate.
All right, we're going to start with a little balance beam here. Start it off nice and easy.
I want to go slow.
Stay nice and tall. Yep. All right, now we're going to transition up to a wobble surfboard here. Keep moving forward. There you go, Chris. All right. Now he's up to a trapeze bar, into a bow tie.
You told me to do stuff. Okay.
Long swings, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Pick those
This is awkward on live television.
Here we go. Get that swing. Build that swing up. Reach up to that red spinning wheel. You got it. There it is.
A little bit of help. I appreciate that.
Now we're going to a slider, little zip line action. All right.
Okay. So I promise that when I practiced that, it was a lot better. This man over here, Judah, he's a lot better than me. He's been going here for about 5 years. He's 11 years old. What do you think makes him so good? Or what do you think really made him get better at it? Because he told me he wasn't all that good.
Yeah. Well, for starts, commitment to the sport. He's on our competition squad, so he's here multiple times a week. Anything you do more than once a week, you're going to get better at. But Judah's really impressive because he comes in with a mindset to compete. So he'll think about the obstacles, analyze them. He's a big fan of the show. He watches it. So that mental game just takes him up a notch compared to people who just come in and play and have fun.
Judah, if you had to coach someone that was brand new and you had to give them one piece of advice, what would you say to them?
Please don't fall and hurt yourself.
I haven't done that yet. So I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio. We're going to check back in with you guys at about 8:40.
You did great, Chris.
Yeah.
Really, not that bad. I know you didn't feel super confident, but, I think you're making it look easier than it actually is.
Go a bit slower next time.
Endurance, strength.
Yeah. Just be careful, though. You have one sick day left. It's only end of February. We can't have you injured again.
Take it easy out there.
My neck is fine and my Achilles feels great.
That's good.
It feels good now, but wait till tomorrow when we have you out there running laps.
Do some stretches and some ice.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Okay.
Hey, don't go anywhere. When Mark Rochester returns, it's time for this morning's weather trivia.
Mark will be here after the break. Here now. We're getting a look at the lake effect snow showers coming today. We also have weather trivia to get to as well.
When is snow not pretty anymore?
Now. Yeah. You know what else is bad, Mark?
Yeah.
Ice.
Yeah.
Ice is really bad.
You know, it can do damage to your house if you don't get it off your gutters.
Yeah, it can also do some damage to your body, like if you slip and fall in your driveway. Hurt your old man bone.
There's a small chance. There's a small chance that both of those things may have happened over the weekend.
It was a weird weekend, weather-wise.
I think we should talk about the weather trivia. Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about on this date in 2017. Let's take it back 9 years ago. What happened on this day? It was a warm day. We set a record high and a record warm minimum, much like that weather trivia that we had at the end of last week. How hot did it get? I say hot, mild, right? 74, 70, 67, or 60. And look at those overnights. 56, 54, 47, or 44. What do you think?
These ones are always really hard for me because it's two numbers.
It's two numbers, it's two records, and it's really weird because you actually have to set it on two nights to get that record warm minimum. You have to set it on the night before and the night after.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what you've said. I don't know.
It's not record warm out there right now, though.
Stupid cold.
Record cold.
28. And, you know, we've got a winter weather advisory in effect south of Rochester. The temperature's in the 20s down that way. And snow may be a little bit fluffier down there, but visibility is not an issue. That's at 2 miles. The temperature at 28 degrees with that light snow. And, you know, you look at that and you say, well, that's not so bad, right? Temps. I'm trying to sell this. Steph is not.
It's not bad, but it's not great.
It's not great. No.
It could be -8.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be the cold day of the week at 23. The overnight tonight at 10, and the snow filling in west of Rochester. Check it out right now. The areas out towards Genesee County, Wyoming County, seeing more of that snow on that north wind across Lake Ontario. So what we're getting right now is actually a little lake enhancement. You heard about that storm system along the coast. There it is right there. And this is, you know, there's some blizzard warnings, winter storm warnings out that way, and this is where they're having a rough start to the week. I mean, this is a big storm for these areas. You saw the video earlier. We were running on Good Day Rochester. And anytime they're putting the plows on the front of the garbage trucks downstate, that's not a great deal. We've got some friends down in Maryland. Heard from them. They don't have school for today, and looks like probably the next couple of days. And check out that white and that pinkish shaded area off to the east. Could be another 6 to 12 inches. And look at south of Buffalo. You see that 3 to 6 inch area down towards southern Erie County, parts of Genesee and Wyoming County. That's why there's some winter weather advisories in effect south of the city. And, this is going to be a main focus down through the southern tier through 6 a.m. tomorrow morning through 7 p.m. Down towards Yates County. So future weather shows that a lot of that snow is going to stay off to the west and down to the south. You see the temperature there dipping back through the 20s. As that storm system pulls away, it's going to drag down colder air. And look at the lows tonight. We're between 5 and 10 degrees close to Rochester. That's pretty chilly for this time of the year. The temperature tomorrow really not moving much. I mean, we get back into the 20s, and this is out ahead of the next system that comes in for Wednesday. That's going to give us some light snow across the area for Wednesday. But, the future weather there, it's winter. 30 degrees at lunchtime, 31 by 4 o'clock, a trace to 2 inches of snow. Could we get another trace to 2 inches tonight? Sure. Sub-zero wind chill late tonight with that low down to around 10. And, late this week, it looks a little better. You look at Thursday and Friday, we start to get back to a little clearing, a little sunshine at that point, a little windy on Saturday as colder air starts to come in for the back half of the weekend. But, all things considered for this time of the year, we've seen worse along the East Coast. If you're trying to catch a plane flight or something like that, it's not great.
Yeah.
Not a great scenario.
I almost got used to the TPMS light not coming on.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And then it came on
Mine
this
went off.
morning.
Mine went off too. Getting out of the driveway this morning at the traction control, that light came on, but by the time I got to the main roads, it was a-okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. 25 days to go.
Yeah.
1 hour, 17 minutes, 7 seconds.
Yeah.
And,
How many days until St. Pat? We got 14 days in March for the parade. Mm-hmm. And 19 days, that's it?
19
Less
days.
than 3 weeks?
Till the official death of winter.
Yes, the unofficial.
Unofficial. Death
yeah.
of winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think we're going to have decent weather for the St. Patrick's Day?
It's early. It's early. We still got a couple of weeks. The problem with March is just another winter month, but there's always like 3 days during the month where you get hope.
Yeah.
And it's like 65 outside and the sun's out and you're like, yoo!
Yeah.
and then reality kicks back in.
That was last year.
Yeah.
And we had that one random rainstorm.
For 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes, and then it cooled down for the rest of the day. But
It did.
beginning of the day was
windy.
nice.
It was. It
Yeah.
was a nice start for sure.
All right, Mark. Thank you.
Yo.
Hey, much more to get to this morning here on ARC Rochester.
We're back after this. 5:31 on this Monday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. We want to go behind the story this morning as President Donald Trump is doubling down on his plan to use tariffs to not only bring in revenue, but to get other countries to make deals with the U.S.
Yeah, he's already raised the rate to 15%. But Friday's decision handed down by the Supreme Court has other countries saying he can't do that.
National correspondent Christine Frizzell has more.
The bottom line on tariffs for now? They have not gone away. President Trump instead using a Plan B, an alternative authority, Section 122 of the Trade Act of 1974, designed to address short-term emergencies and allowed to remain in place for 150 days.
That's the big story here, is that we are immediately going to go to Section 122 tariffs, and that the revenue for the U.S. Treasury for 2026, the projections are unchanged.
President Trump angry at Friday's ruling by the U.S. Supreme Court, immediately imposing a 10% global tariff, then announcing online he'd be raising that to 15%. Once again citing other countries, quote, ripping off the U.S. for decades. The White House also considering the use of Section 232 and Section 301, continuing to insist this is a continued emergency.
The trade deficit, which is more stuff coming in from overseas versus being made here, that trade deficit blew up by 40% under Biden. So he took emergency action. Immediately, all of our trade partners around the world came to the table.
Questions looming about whether those partners who signed trade deals with the United States under the threat of tariffs will try to renegotiate. The European Union expected to vote Monday to postpone ratifying a trade deal agreed to with the U.S. last year.
The fairest rules possible involve reciprocity and not being subjected to unilateral decisions. So we'll look exactly at the consequences, what can be done, and we will adapt.
Closer to home on Capitol Hill, several Republicans who spoke out in favor of the Supreme Court's decision may be forced to vote on whether to codify the tariffs into law, leading into a contentious midterm election, as Americans in multiple polls have said those tariffs play a role in their growing dissatisfaction with the economy.
All of this debate leading up to Tuesday's State of the Union address. And those very same Supreme Court justices that President Trump called fools and lapdogs are likely to be seated just a few feet away from him, as millions of Americans are expected to tune in to get more details about what remains issue number one, the economy. I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.
And for more on this story, we are joined now by the chairman of Brighton Securities, George Conboy. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So I first want to start off with just the general reaction to the Supreme Court's decision. Some people weren't expecting this, but then a lot of them were also saying that constitutionally this wasn't something that President Trump could do. Now he's leveraging new tariffs. So what's the general reaction here?
So investors will generally be happy with the status quo or something that's expected. The good news from the ruling is that the Supreme Court came out and laid down some clear lines. You can do this and you can't do that. And when our system functions more effectively, or at least clearly, that's really better for us, both economically and politically. So markets like the certainty. What they don't like is whether tariffs will come back, how much will they be, and will we have to refund the $130 billion that we've taken in so far? So that's the negative.
Yeah, you know, I've seen a lot of people asking that question online. Are we going to see any of this money? Are we going to have any kind of benefit here from that? What are your thoughts?
Well, it depends on how you define we, of course. The we of the federal government has taken in this cash, and the thought is that it helps reduce the deficit somewhat. So there's a bit of a plus there. Anytime any government organization takes in money, they don't like to give it back to you. So it remains a question of how they would refund the money, but lawsuits have been filed, and that'll take a little time to sort out.
And as we wait for the stock market to open today, do you expect any sort of volatility when it comes to this news about the 15% tariff that's being levied from Trump?
For 40 years, I've expected volatility every single day, but some days more than others, probably a little bit more here. I don't think it'll be as big a deal or as nearly as big a deal as we had a year ago when tariffs were first coming in. You'll see some volatility, but the more clarity we get from the White House, from the Supreme Court, from the Congress, that volatility will tamp down somewhat. The economy as a whole is doing well. That's the best thing.
Expand on that a little more, if you don't mind. Why is it that you think it won't be as volatile this time around as it was, about a year ago?
Sure. A year ago, when tariffs were going to come in and we hadn't had them in any meaningful way for a while, markets were uncertain, investors were uncertain, people thought the world was going to end. So I look a year later and the world hasn't ended. I had to get up this morning and shave and brush my teeth. That hasn't changed. And so now investors, having been through this once before, aren't expecting the world to end. It might be a nuisance or it might be a cost, but it's not going to wreck the economy. It didn't last year and it won't this year.
And so if there was any advice for investors right now, maybe new ones, for example, how do you think that they should respond today, given the news over the weekend?
Classic advice for investors is focus on your goals, what's happening in your life. And if your goals are long-term and down the road, keep your eyes on that horizon, not on what's happening out the side window of your car. You'll get dizzy if you do.
That is good advice. When it comes to what kind of impact we may see here at home, and we, meaning the general people here, what is it that you are anticipating we'll see in the coming days, weeks, months?
So net impact, if the tariffs go away or largely go away, might be lower cost in some cases. Although we didn't see a big jump in most consumer costs because many retail organizations or say Ford Motor Company, for example, absorbed a lot of those tariffs within their own earnings because they didn't want to raise prices or raise them much. But the tariffs going away probably means slightly lower costs for consumers. Not sure they're going to go away. The administration looks like it's going to go hard on finding a secondary rationale, and maybe that sticks. Back in the 30s, Franklin Roosevelt tried a few things, and the Supreme Court said, you can't. And it didn't end Roosevelt's presidency, and he came out of it okay. So I suspect the long-term impact a little more like that.
And I'm wondering with international partners, for example, I believe I said 15% before, meant to say 10 from President Trump, that there could be some pushback there. It may lead to some challenges for abroad markets.
Yeah, probably will. But let's not forget the size of the economy being what it is. Most small countries selling us goods need us as a customer more than we need them as a supplier. U.S. economy, $29 trillion. Next largest in the world is China, $18 trillion. Canada and Mexico combined, less than $5 trillion. The U.S. economy is just so large, and the appeal as a customer for what these countries are making and selling to us is so strong that most of them will, in the end, whether they want to or not, they'll work with us and they'll play ball, as they have over the last year.
And it might seem a little redundant because I know we've talked about this before, but for somebody at home who's questioning the significance here, explain, if you don't mind, what would happen if, let's say Canada and Mexico lose the U.S. as customers?
Oh, it would be terrible for any economy, especially a small economy. Canada is a big country in terms of land mass, but a very small country in terms of population size and just the overall economy. When you have a big and important customer in any business, if you lose that customer or lose a big portion of their business, it probably won't put you out of business, but you'll go through some economic pain for a while. Nobody wants to lose a customer.
That is for sure. A lot to keep an eye on. We're waiting for the markets to open, so we'll be sure to keep an eye on that as well. George Conboy, thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Hey, stick around. We've got so much more to come here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back. We're once again going live to Chris Lopez. He's exploring the Warrior Factory this Monday morning.
Don't forget, you can watch us on the go. We're streaming live right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We'll be right back. 7:44, welcome back. Later this week, the Rochester Warrior Factory is hosting a very special fundraiser. It's giving you the chance to step into the world of Ninja Warrior-style fitness, all while supporting a good cause.
Yeah, it's a fun way to test your strength, balance, and maybe even your courage on the obstacle course, all while helping raise money for the Walt Disney Elementary PTO. Our Chris Lopez is there live for us this morning, learning more about the event and, of course, checking out the facility. Chris, how are things?
I like that. Courage. You definitely need courage here to do some of the obstacles. Some are a little bit more scary than others, and as I've been here throughout the morning, you need the endurance, you need the strength, and then definitely the courage. That's a great way to put that. PTO, though, that's a great way for parents, teachers to be more involved in the school. That's what the Walt Disney PTO does. And then also this fundraiser and fundraisers like it help them be able to afford field trips, outings, different things like that, or at least make it more affordable for those students. I'm here with Luke. He's the general manager here at the Warrior Factory. Happening this Friday. Open to everyone.
Yep, 6:30 p.m. We start on time, so get here a little bit early or book online. Clean, dry sneakers, and then it's an hour of fun for kids and adults to play on the obstacles. And our staff will be out on the floor kind of helping, teaching techniques and keeping you safe.
When it comes to, I kind of want to hit on the adults section that you mentioned there. Do a lot of adults come here to play around, essentially?
Not as many as we used to have, right? But before COVID, we had a lot more kind of adults, and that kind of killed that population. Not killed, literally, but just took a break from it and then didn't get back into it. But, you know, I can do this, so it's a lot of fun. It's a full workout, and you know, just we adjust stuff a little bit more because we got longer bodies, so we need to have higher obstacles or maybe further distances apart. But we've done corporate events and
I was going to ask you, this looks like a great place to have a fun corporate event rather than like a boring lunch or something like that, or a dinner or something. This looks like this would be incredibly cool.
Yeah, we've done some great team building events. Obviously, we try to look for a smaller group, like 20, to make sure that we can really provide some interactive competition. Keep it light too. We've got, you know, we're used to working with all age ranges and skills, so we can kind of adjust it to your group. But we've done lots of fun stuff here. We've had, I mean, we do Nerf nights, so you know, how can you not have fun if you've got, you know, all the options here, including the obstacles. But we've had a bachelor party here. You know, made a competition. Oh, and then the other fun thing we did that we were talking about during the break was fantasy football draft order. So we had a little competition for some guys that the loser got to pick last in their draft order.
Sporting wise, we were talking a little bit before that rock climbers and gymnasts are going to really excel at this. Does this almost work in a reverse way where if you are a rock climber or a gymnast and you're looking to get better at that?
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. Obviously, every athlete in their different sport is going to have different body movements, but there's some things that translate. So if you think about volleyball and that jump at the peak of the net to block, that's something that I'll emphasize on the warp wall. That last jump on the wall is a vertical jump. And then depending on the athletes, you know, we've got soccer players that are coming in here and they might have the leg strength but not the arm. So their arms might be a little bit more gassed, but it's a full body workout, so it's going to translate.
Yes, it is.
It's going to translate. It's a CrossFit kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Judah has been trying to get me to go up. So they have different walls. This one that I did at, I think, 7 o'clock, this is the 8-foot wall. I think this is the 10-foot, and then you have, what, the 14?
The 12.
You have the 12, and then what's next?
15.
15, and then whatever that thing is up
18
there.
foot
That's the
wall.
18-foot wall. Judah, you're going to do the what, 12?
Yeah.
I'm going to do the 10. And then we're going to call it a day. I'm going to send it back to you in studio. More information about that fundraiser on our website on Fox Rochester and 13 Wham. Send this to you. All right.
Got this, Chris.
Okay.
You
got this.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right. Great job, guys. Yeah. Look at those guys. Great job, Chris. And hey, great job to Judah, too. I mean, he's kicking butt out there.
They said great job to you, too, Judah. Tell him thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Awesome that kid around. Jeez. All right. Good stuff out there, Lopez.
Be careful.
When our Rochester returns, we're going into the kitchen this Monday morning.
We'll be back on the other side of the break. and it's time to get cooking for this morning's Spatchcock Fun.
All right, so today they're showing us how to make a meal that everyone loves. Take a look.
Yo, Spatchcock Funk here with our friends and sponsors from American Dining Creations. We're going to show you the International Grilled Cheese Battle. We brought in a culinary warrior, our boy, Chef Jonathan Pye. John, what's up, dude?
How you doing, man?
What are we working with?
Good to be here. So we're going to do a grilled cheese today, but we're doing it banh mi style.
Ooh.
So this is some far-braised beef, and then we've got some cold ingredients to go on, some Munster cheese.
Love it.
We're going to dip it in a far-style broth.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yep.
All right, so what we're operating with, we're calling it the Sofia Loren because she's the son of Italy, so we got some Italian cheeses. We're going to mix some stuff up and got some guanciale, so let's make it work.
Sounds good, man.
All right, so we're going to get started. I'm going to butter up my grill. So, look, I'm a mayo guy on the outside of my grilled cheese. How do you roll?
Well, being from Europe, I like the finest European butter, so I use butter. So,
okay.
Yep.
I can respect that. Tell me about the choice of the Munster cheese in it.
Well, I wanted something creamy because we've got a lot going on. We've got spicy, sweet, crunchy.
Yeah, so we're going into a similar range. So we're doing a lot of salt, sweet. No tomatoes in this one, but we're going to put a fig jam that we made on the inside of our sandwich. And we got 3 cheeses. Stracciatella, we got Fontina, good melting point, and then Parm because we want that salty goodness.
Nice.
And then some guanciale, baby, from the jowls.
Ooh,
you know?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
so what are we working with protein?
So this is flank steak. Gave it a quick braise in like a far style broth, little ginger, lots of garlic, soy. I put actually a dashi tea bag in there,
Ooh.
a dashi stock for that umami.
Yeah.
Cooked it to about medium rare, and then I sliced it up, tossed a little more of the marinade back into it to get that salty taste again. We'll give it a little fry up now. I'm going to start my bread too.
What's awesome is you're using some sometimes simple ingredients, but making them the way that gets really special. So
yeah.
What's your take on the ingredients when you're cooking, man?
Well, you know, as a company, as American Dining Creations, our big mantra is the fresh difference.
Yep.
What that means is we use all fresh ingredients whenever we can.
Yep.
And simple. I mean, look, there's 5 or 6 ingredients to this sandwich. We let the food do the talking. So.
Well, it's talking to me, just smelling it right now. I'm excited about it. So I got my guanciale on here, my 2 cheeses, my fig jam, and what we're gonna do, you're gonna dip it in that broth. We're gonna dip it into a pesto cream sauce.
Ooh, nice.
Bring a little bit of it, and actually for the cream though,
this Monday morning, February 23rd. Thanks for sticking with us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman.
And I'm Stephanie Joseph. Meteorologist Mark McLean back with us again for another check of the forecast and, of course, weather trivia.
I want to start with a shout out to some folks out in the Brockport area.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. They said they turned off GMA to come over to ARC Rochester.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, we got
Thumbs
the chance to meet them over the weekend.
Yes.
And just the coolest people.
Yeah.
Really means a lot.
Fun time, fun time. And fun time on the trivia as always. We have this every day for you, and the answer at the 9 o'clock hour. So on this date, back in 2017, what happened? Boy, it was a warm day for this time of the year, and also a warm night. Rochester set 2 record temperatures on that day. How warm did it get? Did it get all the way up to 74, 70, 67, 60 for the high, and overnight 56, 54, 47, or 44? Does any of those seem unrealistic? Let's see. Here's all, yeah, right? Becky had A, Barb had D, Mary, Greg, and Paul had B, Florence had C. It was Amy, Jim, Debbie, and Sandy with B. Yvonne and Laura had C. Barb, Sarah, and Lisa and her dad in agreement this morning, B. Rebecca, Charles, and Rod had C. Cheryl had D. And Cheryl's husband, looks like we got a little battle there in that living room, C. Eva and Richard had D. Okay.
We also got Instagram as well.
Yeah. Abby's got those.
26% A, 22% B, 35 C, and then 17%.
Okay, so 35% for C was the highest on Instagram on the 13 Wham account.
See, I was going to go with C as well because 70 seems too high. And then the overnight lows also just seemed very, very high. I'm not thinking it can get above 40 degrees at the end of
70 is a pretty lofty number for this time of the year.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that would be, the average high is 37 in comparison. So that, that puts you into record territory, obviously. What do you say, Steph?
I think C is a strong option.
Yeah.
C?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see that answer. It is C.
There we go.
1 for 1 this week. All right.
Yeah.
In comparison, you may remember the record low for the state, which was -7, set back in 2015, that awful February that we had back in 2015. It was brutal. Dasher Ray's loving this, right?
Oh, look at that.
Our pup too, Indy. She does that too. She lays down like that with her back legs flared out. She's just all over the place. But yeah, a little towel time today. We've got some snow out there, and depending on where you're at, maybe a shovelable snow. Tomorrow's looking pretty good for us. Dry pause. By Wednesday, another quick-moving system. We'll have to see for Thursday and Friday. The outlook there is actually getting a little bit better. But temperatures, they're in the low 20s south of Rochester. We watch this for things like snowfall, and, if it gets into the low 20s, the snow can get fluffier. The snow can stack up a little bit faster. So some of those areas are actually under advisories south of Rochester. We'll have to see how far this goes. But visibility here is 2 miles. Just checked out the door. It's just a light snow with that north wind at 15. Where it is not light snow is in parts of New England. Look at this. I mean, anywhere from Boston to New York, really down to Maryland, things are just shut down. The schools are closed. It's one of those deals where they get these rare storms that come through, and they're just getting dumped on. And you're getting nor'easter winds. There's the center of low pressure just spinning away off the coast. The good news for this is that we were pretty much spectators to this one back in western New York. We do have our own snow, and a lot of that is showing up off to the west of Rochester at this point. And getting some help from Lake Ontario. That north flow across the lake is delivering some lake-enhanced snow, so that can inflate totals a little bit too. So, as mentioned, to the south of Rochester, this seems like the area that has the better chance of getting a, quote, shovelable snow. And even at that, I'm a little bit skeptical because, as Marty was talking about earlier, the sun angle is a little bit higher this time of the year. And even though it's cloudy outside, it's tougher to get accumulation on some of these surfaces with that air temperature hovering close to freezing. But if we do, it's, higher elevations into Wyoming County, southern Genesee County. Look at the Bristol Hills popping out there near Naples with 2-3 inches of snow. The word I would use, very manageable, as that snow falls. Kind of pretty as far as snow goes. I know we said that snow is not pretty this time of the year, but you walked out today, it was just sticking to everything. And no, we're still not buying that.
Not really.
Okay, cold front goes through, and that drops the temperature tonight. So tonight's going to be the cold night of the week. We're going to get into the single digits south of Rochester and likely down to about 10 or so in the city. Nice chance for a little sunshine tomorrow. That's always welcome this time of the year. And another fast-moving system, as mentioned, overnight Tuesday into Wednesday is going to be moving through. That's going to give us a chance for an area-wide light snow at that point. But the hour-by-hour forecast today, even though you see a lot of snow icons, at the bottom of your screen. Overall, it's not going to be a lot of snow. And look at that sunrise back in the 6 o'clock hour. How about that?
I love it.
Soon that sunset will be in the 7 o'clock hour. I think it's, what's the first full weekend of March? Is that when we spring forward?
I thought it was.
I
thought it was April.
No, it's earlier than that. Yeah.
Okay. Listen, I don't know.
March 8th.
Okay.
Okay, March 8th is the date. Okay, colder on Tuesday, 23. Some light snow around on Wednesday, and the outlook is improving a little bit there for Thursday and Friday. Temps in the low 30s. It is going to get a little windy towards the weekend. For Saturday, the high temperature in the low 40s, and Sunday low 30s. And just a friendly reminder that we always have a nice little weather app there. You can scan the code on your screen. Get the hour-by-hour forecast, the advisories, the radar, hurricane tracker, earthquake tracker.
Yeah.
And
It's almost
hopefully
like
that we'll never, ever, ever need.
it's like a weather closet. Maybe even bigger than a closet,
Bigger?
Steph.
Oh, could it be like a warehouse?
It could be like a weather warehouse,
A weather
right
warehouse?
in your pocket.
Right in the pocket.
Yeah, baby.
Right in the pocket.
Love it. Looking forward to the official start of spring.
Yeah.
Which is good. We still have a ways to go, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean, it'll.
The bulbs.
We'll get there at some point.
Love the flowers.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Saw some grass this weekend.
Wow.
I know.
Right?
A little ice melting out there.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, Mark, thank
Yeah.
you. Hey, much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're celebrating Team USA taking home the gold.
Hey, don't forget that you can watch us on the go wherever you are. We are streaming live on the 13 WHAM YouTube channel and, of course, foxrochester.com. We're back after this. Team USA is back on top of the hockey world. Over the weekend, the U.S. men's national ice hockey team captured gold at the 2026 Winter Olympics in a moment fans will never forget. This morning, we're breaking down the incredible victory and what it means for the future of American hockey. We're joined now by the voice of the Rochester Amherst, announcer Don Stevens. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, good morning to you. I'm trying to figure out what life is all about after the Olympics. I've become so engrossed in the Olympics that all the rest of the world just sort of disappears. I love the Olympics.
Yeah, so many people have been saying the same thing. Meteorologist Mark McLean was talking not too long ago. He's like, I'm really going to miss curling. I think everybody has a sport that they really maybe either fell in love with or already loved when it comes to the Olympics. And hockey, absolutely one of those as well. I think everybody's feeling pretty emotional this morning.
Well, I guess I'm kind of fortunate in being a Canadian from the plains of Alberta that those were the two sports that I grew up with. My dad, every Friday night, would go to the curling rink, and Saturday it was off to the hockey rink where he played hockey on Saturday. So I just lived the life when I was growing up as a little kid in both the curling rink and the ice rink.
Now, the men's team did play Canada. Was it a bittersweet win for you, or 100% Team USA, you were glad that they took home the gold?
No, mixed emotions totally. I love that the U.S. won, but I'm so sad that the Canadians didn't win that gold medal, although they played great. The biggest thing was that the game lived up to its hype. It just a tremendous. Everybody was really excited about the game, and it lived up, as I say, to the total hype of what an outstanding game it was. The other part of the Olympics that I really enjoyed, the hockey part, was that I always like to see former Rochester Americans and maybe others that I know that are in the sports. And there were 8 players that were playing in the Olympics in hockey. So that was a fun part of it, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Why is it, do you think, there was more hype surrounding the game this year than in previous years?
Well, one thing for the U.S. has been such a long time since they had actually won the previous gold. So I think that's built up year after year. And over the years, my phone is ringing. Sorry about that. But anyway, it's been a build-up for the years, and it's the team sport. It's probably the biggest sport in the Olympics is the team sport, just like some of the team sports in the summer are the bigger sports.
And we're looking at pictures of the Miracle on Ice right now. Do you feel like the same energy from that moment was kind of carried over into the win for the U.S. men's hockey team?
Well, certainly they're all paired together, and I think actually the whole team picture, if you will, of the Olympics, the whole USA entering the arena at the start on opening ceremonies and going from there as a team sport and all wearing the USA colors and that. I don't know if they needed any more incentive than all of that, but a great victory for the women and Haley Wynn from Rochester winning the gold also there and some of the other medals that were won by Rochester people. There was Chris Lillis, I think I said his name right, a gold medal there from Pittsford, and so it's all part of the big picture, I think. And I believe that some of the people have said that this Olympics is going a long way to build the future Olympics to bigger and better, and I agree with it. I thought it really was well done.
Tell us more on that. What do you anticipate for the future?
Well, they experiment with different sports. I'm not sure I agree with all of the different ones that they've tried, but just building, and maybe it's kind of fun that there was what country was it? There was one country that won their first ever Olympic medal, winter medal. So maybe the expansion of other countries getting into the sports and different sports too is one way that it'll be built. But I like the camaraderie. I like the sportsmanship. I thought was huge. Was much better than maybe we've seen in the past. Everybody was kind of holding each other up as athletes, but they still had that fierce and intense rivalry, and yet supported each other. I thought that was also very big.
And Don, it is amazing to have you join us as always. We know that this is your final season being the announcer. So I'm wondering, how has the season been going for you, and what are you still looking forward to for the Amerks?
Fast. That's all I can say. This season is just blowing by. But as they say, the older you get, the faster it goes, and how true it is. And anybody that doesn't believe that, just wait a couple of years and you'll find out. But it's just blowing by, and I've received just incredible reception, just absolutely phenomenal response to maybe they're wanting me to retire. I don't know. But everybody has been so supportive. I keep saying that it's so thrilling and exciting. It's almost to the point of embarrassment. So it's been a great year, but boy, is it blowing by.
I think people are very excited to celebrate you and the amazing career that you've had. Thank you so much again for joining us this morning to break down the U.S. hockey gold. Great to see you as always, Don.
Yeah, thanks. Good to see you again. Take care.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right, when we come back, we're asking ourselves, is the question truth or is it trash? That didn't make sense. Hold on, let me try it again. When we come back, we are asking ourselves the question, is this truth or is it trash?
We'll tell you more after this.
On this Monday morning, you know what it's time for, another round of Truth or Trash.
Christian Garzone has got some stories for us this morning, and we've got to choose which ones are truth.
Are they all trash this time?
They might all be trash. I don't know. You've got stuff up your sleeve today.
Really, and thanks to Ashley as well, our producer. She helps me find some stories. But they could all be true, all trash, some true, some trash. We don't know. But I'll kick it off here with the first story. You guys ready?
Okay. Ready.
Family takes relative's dead body to bank to prove they're really dead. In South Africa, a family caused chaos when they brought a dead person into the bank. Now, typically you can close accounts for things like banks, cell phones with a death certificate, but in some places in South Africa, they can be more demanding and ask for more proof. The family was trying to make a claim on a funerary policy, so they just brought the dead person in a body bag, forced the bank to close down for hours. Some on social media said this isn't the first time it happened at this bank in South Africa.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Of course I do.
And they said, just roll her old bones out of here.
I believe there was a sequel to that as well, wasn't there?
Maybe.
No, wait. No, I was thinking of Weekend at Bernie's.
Yes.
Or, excuse me. I went right for that one.
Similar.
Yeah, it's about the same tone or whatever. But second story here. Florida man confesses to killing imaginary friend. A man in Florida walked into a police station and confessed to killing his imaginary friend, this, if you can believe it, while high on drugs. Officers pretty quickly figured out there was no victim, but the confession itself was concerning and they put him under observation. Florida man story.
It's a Florida story.
That's a Florida story. So yeah, you pretty much probably know that one's true. New vampire movie being shot in Syracuse after the success of Sinners. You've seen Sinners.
Yeah.
Great movie, by the way. It's given some more vampire movies would be on the way. Set in a 1949 newsroom, Red Ink is set to launch a franchise centered around the discovery of a blood-sucking global virus. It stars D.B. Sweeney and Toby Leonard Moore. It's being shot now at the Atrium Building in Syracuse. It does not have a release date yet. Again, Red Ink is the title.
Did you say it takes place in a newsroom?
Yeah.
1949.
1949 newsroom. Pretty specific date right there.
Boy.
Last story here, a bit of history. This is called The Merchant Prince. A young man from Clifton Springs, my hometown there, George Dayton, set out to carve a name for himself out west, heading to Minneapolis. He was a broker, and when an economic depression hit, he and many others lost a lot of money. Looking to invest whatever money he could, he bought a bankrupt dry goods store in Minneapolis. Under his guidance, it began to grow and prosper rapidly. It eventually became famous as Dayton's Department Store. In 1961, Dayton's Department Store opened a separate discount store chain, and it erupted. Any guesses as to what the name of that discount store chain was? I should say is.
Oh.
Target.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, George
Minneapolis.
Dayton.
Yeah. That's really,
Yeah. So now we're asking ourselves, is it truth? Is it trash? The first story there, dead body to a South African bank to prove this person was dead to close an account. Second story there, Florida man confesses to killing his imaginary friend. Third story, Red Ink, new vampire movie being shot in Syracuse. Last one there, The Merchant Prince on George Dayton and his journey westward to Minnesota and opening up a store in the separate chain that eventually became Target. You're dressed for it today, Abby. You and I both with the red.
Yes, I know. We look like we're going to homecoming or something. I'm digging it. Okay, so can I ask follow-up questions?
Of course you can.
Okay, so for the relative taken to the bank, do we know what kind of bank? Was it like? Well, we were showing Wells Fargo.
Yeah, I
saw
some of that.
You know.
I don't know that it's a South African bank.
The video I show is filed.
Okay.
It's just a filet video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man confesses to killing imaginary friend. What kind of drugs?
Oh, I don't think that was established. It was a pretty quick report.
Okay.
So just on drugs, it could be all the above.
You're giving me like the public information officer answers right now. Investigation's ongoing.
Investigation's underway, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Those were my only ones. Steph?
I think that the vampire movie is false. As soon as you said D.B. Sweeney, out.
Do you know D.B. Sweeney, the
No.
actor? You don't?
I think
He's been in a bunch of movies. I think the Cutting Edge was a figure skating movie.
Oh, yeah?
Was back in 1992. You gotta Google me on that one. I'm really. Was it D.B. Sweeney?
Don't look at me.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm not the
I think
friend of
Ashley can. I think it was called The Cutting Edge. It was a romantic figure skating movie, and maybe it was D.B. Sweeney. I don't know.
Ashley just confirmed
Ashley
it.
is lying right now.
1992, folks.
Look at him.
Oh, what did I
wow.
say? You gotta learn to listen to me a little more.
All right, listen. I'm calling trash on the vampire movie.
Yeah.
I'm with Steph on that.
I would go true, true, false, true.
Okay, Marty. What do you
I think true for the first one, because I can see that happening. I don't want to see it happening, but I can see it happening. The second one, it sounds, I don't know, it sounds like it could happen, but
Yeah.
I'm going to say false. For Florida man, I even think that could be false. Vampire, false. Merchant Prince, I think there are some parts of it that are factually accurate, but I think you're trying to throw us a curveball with that one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say false.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
They're all true.
Wow.
They're all true. Yeah. I know you probably thought the vampire movie being shot in Syracuse was fake. It's Syracuse.com has a great article on this franchise they're launching, and they're shooting it in historic parts of Syracuse. It's going to talk about media exploitation. There you go, right there. There's a clip of it. And I think is that D.B. Sweeney in there? I'm not really sure. There's D.B. There's D.B. Sweeney. But then going back to the top a little bit, yeah, true. South Africa dragging that poor relative, and I think they were just frustrated because they had to keep producing paperwork and they wouldn't close this account, whatever it was. Man in Florida, high on. I don't know what sort of drugs there he is. So it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the vampire, we told that's true. And then George Dayton's story out of Minneapolis, that's true. And there's a Dayton Avenue in Clifton Springs. And I don't think, maybe as a kid I was told that Dayton Avenue was named after him, but this was kind of like a refresher for me when I read that Finger Lakes book. And Clifton Springs, a man moved out to Minneapolis to make a name for himself, and a series of smart choices, and that discount chain eventually became Target.
So the first story.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
First story.
Yeah.
Body was not buried. Was not.
It was in a body bag. I don't know if it was buried
how long
prior.
after expiration are we?
Yeah, I don't know.
Speaking of-
I'm not really sure. It was a pretty quick article.
I remember being at the cash register and had my grandmother walk back into the Big M at one point to grab a price tag to show that it was on sale. But I mean, that goes a whole lot farther than that type of proof.
Another level.
That is next level.
People get frustrated.
But and also, I mean, how did they get the relative out of the location where they were?
I
Did they
don't
say
know.
like, hey, quick field trip, we'll bring her back?
I don't know. The article, if I remember, it was pretty short, like 3 or 4 paragraphs. I could be wrong. I can get back to you with the answers.
please.
My public relations person reached back out to you at an appropriate time.
Thank you. Deadline is 5 p.m. This was good. These were good.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you.
like it. Always. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Always fun.
Appreciate
And I have heard that this is the #1 rated show on television because of Truth or Trash.
Across America, including Alaska, Hawaii, our territories,
Yes.
all over the place. It's just erupted.
Really incredible.
Amazing. Yeah.
Thanks, Christian. Much more to get to here on ARC Rochester.
We're back after this. Good Monday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. The countdown is on to the Rochester International Auto Show. And before the showroom lights turn on, we're talking trends shaping what you'll see on the lot.
Yeah, joining us for our annual Auto Dealers Roundtable is Kitty Van Bortle from Van Bortle Group. And once again, we also have Brad McAreevy joining us as well. Thank you both so much for coming in today. We appreciate it. This is a really exciting event. People look forward to it every year.
They certainly do. And it gives them such a great opportunity to see all the new cars and compare. So it's very, very important that we get everybody to the auto club this year. So
yeah, absolutely. I know some people have been a bit hesitant, as we've seen in recent trends, to get into that new vehicle. What is the process like convincing people to take that step?
Well, customers really love new cars. but they've gotten very expensive at this point. With the tariffs, has had a big effect on it, obviously. And then also, you've got a lot of people now that are going to pre-owned, certified pre-owned. So, they are getting more and more expensive all the time, and I think that is certainly an issue for us.
What do you think? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I think the industry is aware of the fact that there's a growing cost issue that people are struggling with. The industry also is looking at methods of financing. Leasing becomes a very attractive alternative. Leasing allows for a customer to get more car for less money. And Rochester actually happens to be a pretty strong leasing market. Lenders are actually, because the cars are better built, they last longer, lenders are willing to go longer terms on the loans to make the payment. Many customers are payment buyers. And so the lenders are willing to support the industry with term financing that fits for consumers. So it's definitely something that the industry is cognizant about, and we want to be making sure we're doing everything we can to manage it, but we are getting the assistance from industry partners, to make that happen.
I am curious to know, on the other side of the car buying, car leasing process, what is the most challenging part about finally getting those keys in the customer's hands?
Well, I think a big part of it, as far as in my organization, I think that it's really important to sit down and not try to sell the customer something and really find out what their needs are. Because I think a lot of times, you have especially new salespeople, and they will just, want to get the sale. But it's all about helping people. And I think that really makes a big difference. I also think that it's really important to have a sensitivity to women, especially in the service department, from that, because you don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about underneath of a car, the hood of a car. I know nothing about it. But at the same time, I have to have the right service advisors and that kind of thing to make sure that they handle women properly.
Absolutely, very important.
Yeah.
And Brad, I'm wondering, for anyone who's like, I'm ready to see what's out there in terms of new cars, tell us a little bit more about the auto show and what they can expect.
Yeah, we bring about, as many cars as we can fit into the building. That number is running in the 150 to 175 range. So we bring as many cars as we can. We try to bring a very wide selection of cars. Look, even though the affordability issue is becoming more of a challenge, there's still plenty of cars in the market that are very affordable. That number that you keep seeing in the press is an average number. So a lot of cars that are in that range, we try to provide a whole range of options for people, because that's what they're coming. They're looking to see, what my next car might be. And we just try to bring it all together for people in a way that makes it easy for them to shop around and look. And a lot of times it's as much about eliminating an option as it is about finding the right one.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we just try to do that, because getting in the car and getting a feel for it is a big part of the process. People, they get in the car, they sort of get the feel and whether this is a car that's going to work for them. We've done a couple things differently this year that I think are going to be great for consumers. First, we restructured our ticket pricing. So we have an adult ticket now. We used to have a senior ticket, we still do, but we used to have a children's ticket that went down to the age of 5. It was a relatively inexpensive ticket, but we've gotten rid of that now. So children 12 and under now get in free.
Oh, wow.
And so we sort of asked ourselves, if I was a parent and I had a 7-year-old child that I need to bring to the show, which might be a bit of a challenge to begin with, do I really want to have to pay $5 to bring my child to the show? So we've eliminated that. We have a teen ticket. It's a discounted ticket because teens are kind of in the market. They're going to be in the market shortly. So we've redone that. The other big thing we did this year, we made a decision to cover the parking expense for all of the customers that park in the South Avenue garage, which is the place pretty much everybody parks. They take the Sky Bridge over to the building. We're going to pay for the parking for every customer that comes to the show. So that was a pretty big decision for us to make, but we felt like it was the right thing to do because we want to have people come down and enjoy the show.
Absolutely.
We're running low on time here, and we will have a part 2, of course. But I'm curious to know, what are some of the cars you've noticed people are very, very excited about this year?
Yeah, Kitty, I don't know if you want to jump in, but people I think are still Rochester is an SUV truck market. It shifted years ago. It used to be a car market. It's now very much a truck and SUV market. And I think that's still the case. And part of that, I think, is driven by the affordability of gas. But we now see a lot of hybrid options. We're seeing some shifts into the hybrid market. So people, I think, when they come to the show, that's the segments that they're largely looking at. And there's a lot of those types of options. Not that there aren't sedans, there are. But that is, I think, the one segment, or the truck and the SUV segment, that really gets a lot of attention, because as we looked outside today, an SUV is kind of nice to have.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
For sure. Any thoughts from you, Kitty?
No, I think I'm good, but thank you for inviting me. I'm really glad to be here.
Well, we always love having this conversation. Thank you both so much. And we're going to have part 2 coming up here on ARC Rochester after the break.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it. We're back after this.
Thanks for sticking with us. We're back now with more from our annual Auto Dealers Roundtable, and we're going to shift the conversation now to tech with the upcoming auto show.
Yeah, joining us now is Kevin Parker from Garber Group, and once again, Brad McAreevy, the president of the Rochester Automobile Dealers Association. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Yep.
So I want to pick up where Brad sort of left off, talking about hybrid. And I feel like I've talked to so many people looking at new cars, and they're like, hybrid is the way to go. What is behind that shift?
Well, I believe that the electric vehicle, full electric, still has a part, but I'm not sure that there's enough charging stations and people have something called range anxiety. The great thing about a hybrid, whether it's a plug-in or doesn't require a plug, is that you still have a gas motor. So it gives people that if I have to go on a long trip, I don't have to worry about is there charging stations. So we really believe that hybrid technology is where we're going to go. In hindsight, I think they wish they would have done that first, maybe get people used to that battery technology, but here we are, so better late than never. But it does take some time. So I think in the next year or two, more and more and more vehicles will become hybrids.
We were talking during the commercial break about technology in the new vehicles that are coming out, and laughing about what it was like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You had to pay for the bells and whistles and the screens and all the heated steering wheels and all that stuff. Nowadays, a lot of the technology, that's like the standard base model.
It absolutely is. Yeah, it used to be your premium vehicles were the ones that had the safety technology, but safety is important for everyone. And so we are really happy that no matter what the price of the vehicle, things like automatic braking, if something was to dart in front of you, even before a human could hit the brake, it'll brake for you. When you're backing up, if there's a car coming, oftentimes the car will stop for you because you didn't maybe see that. There are so many safety technologies that are in these vehicles. A big reason why people do continue to buy a new vehicle is this is now standard on all of the vehicles.
And Brad, oh, did you want to add something?
Well, no, I was just going to say, I mean, it's moving us toward autonomous vehicles. We're still a ways away from that because actually, to get to that next level where autonomous vehicles are really out there and in the market, which they're being tested, there's a number of cities around the country that have robo-taxis and that type of thing. But a lot of that technology Kevin's talking about is getting you toward the autonomous vehicle world, when that day comes. And, it's just, as he said, those types of safety features are standard, on many vehicles now. So that's where the industry's going. The technology is definitely improving, and it will continue to.
And just adding to that, to his point, most of the cars have what's called lane assist. And so if you're distracted for any reason, whether it's a child or something like that, it'll hold you. It's not meant to drive you fully at this point, but if instead of drifting off, it would actually correct you. And that is really, really neat.
Yeah, definitely.
And safe.
And I'm wondering, Brad, just to follow up, are there going to be more hybrid models available for people to take a look at with the auto show? Have you kind of matched the shift in interest?
Yeah, look, I don't actually know the lineup of cars that'll be there, but I can tell you as an industry, it's definitely shifting toward hybrid technology. There's a bit of a pause going on, as Kevin said, in the full EV world. There's a bit of a pause going on there, and the shift is now toward hybrid technology. So just knowing that and knowing that the industry is heading that way, I have every expectation to think that the hybrid technology vehicles that are out there, we'll see more and more of that at the show this year.
We were talking during the last segment about the changes to tickets for this year. Is there anything else big happening that you want to highlight to people?
Well, we've got some great entertainment for the kids. So not only does Subaru doing their pet adoption program, which I still continue to see this. I think this is their third or fourth year doing it. I continue to see families coming in to look at cars and walking out with a puppy, which is pretty neat. But we also have Spikes and Mitzi coming on the weekend. But probably the big entertainment we've got this year is we have the Gigamax 9-foot-tall robot coming back this year. We had him for a couple of years earlier, back before COVID. And it's hugely entertaining, not only for children, but for adults. So he's going to come back and join us this year, all 3 days of the show. And it's super fun for entertainment for both kids and for adults.
Yeah, it sounds like a great time. Yeah. And I'm also wondering, in terms of people that are looking for cars right now, what may be a good piece of advice for anyone who's hesitant to sort of take that leap?
Well, the great thing about the auto show, and I really encourage everyone who's listening, and maybe they can even tell friends this, there's no other time that you can go to one location and look at all the different brands. So it doesn't matter if you're looking at whatever. Maybe you've got your mind set on this particular model. Why not go and look at who else is in that segment? Sit in the vehicles. Look at the vehicles. It's going to be 70 degrees and sunny. I guarantee you that inside. So what's great is it's a nice break. And our spring market in this seems to really be when people start to think about it. So it's a great time to go look at all the different brands, dream a little bit. We're going to have Corvettes, we're going to have Porsches, we're going to have a lot of beautiful, beautiful cars to see. But if that's not the car you want, maybe you're looking at a Subaru or a Chevrolet, you can do it all at one time. So I really just encourage people who are maybe in the market in the next 3 or 4 months, come on out to the auto show and check it out. It's a great time. It really is a great environment. And no time can you ever see that many vehicles. In a few hours, you can look at all the different brands.
Very good. And you can sit in them, you can explore all that good stuff. You can't drive it, obviously. But
for the most part, I mean, there's a few vehicles that are stanchioned off, but the vast majority of them you can get in and you can get a feel for them.
Absolutely.
Very good. Thank you both so much for coming in today. We appreciate it. Always great to have this conversation. If you're interested in stopping by, we're going to have all the information for you over on foxrochester.com.
When ARC Rochester returns, we're taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Monday morning.
We'll be right back.
9:47, time to see what's trending now, starting with the use of AI in the restaurant industry.
Yeah, companies and customers in a battle between what's right and what's wrong when it comes to the use of artificial intelligence.
There are 3 different examples of AI being used in delivery apps, including DoorDash and Uber Eats, which has many people talking on social media.
Delivery services are showcasing their dishes in the most beautiful light by encouraging the use of AI to enhance food shots for customers.
While it's a great tool from a restaurant's perspective, because it saves money, some customers are calling it false marketing.
Okay, hold on. I want to look at the pictures here.
It's definitely a more vibrant orange.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so a lot of people have been suspecting potential AI use in delivery menu photos for years.
This is so deceitful. I'm sorry. I'll get through the rest of it. As part of Uber Eats' 2025 Merchant Impact Report, the company shared how its newest AI tool helps restaurants enhance the quality of their food photos.
They explained they're using AI to detect and enhance low-quality food images, improving lighting, resolution, framing, and plating.
Besides businesses using AI, customers are using the tech to scam.
Recently, folks on social media are sharing that they're taking photos of their perfectly good delivery orders and using AI so that they can get a refund.
Some users shared their methods, including marking meat looks raw, adding mold to bread, and even more examples.
It's unclear how widespread the scam has become, but DoorDash has been catching on. According to the company, they have zero tolerance for fraud and are investigating all photos received for any hints of AI.
And as for the final example of AI taking over delivery apps, customers, or drivers rather, are using AI to steal food from customers.
Oh my gosh. After accepting orders, drivers are simply asking AI to create an image of the package outside the front door to confirm that the delivery was completed. Then they're taking the food for themselves.
Many people on social media have shared their experiences getting scammed because of AI, and they're calling on companies to have better security measures.
Yeah, I don't blame them. You know, here's my issue with the AI images from the restaurants. Like, just hire a photographer, a professional photographer. They'll do it for cheap. You know, everybody's looking for work right now.
Yeah.
Like, or get an intern with an iPhone.
Yeah. That is,
you know what I
another
mean?
option.
Yeah, intern Abby over there.
Exactly.
She's crushing it. Yep.
Willing and able.
Yeah.
I would say there's so many layers to this that I'm not okay with. One of them, if it's a mom and pop shop, I get that, you know, you may not have access to the resources to get that photographer. However, it is, you know, refreshing to see that it's taken from a small business. You know, you can tell that the photos are authentic. So I like those photos. There's no need to enhance, you know, what you see is what you get, which is good. As for people that are changing their pictures of food so that way they can get some sort of refund, it's like, well, you might as well have just driven to the restaurant and picked up the food yourself.
Yeah, it's so shady.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it's like, why are you wasting all that time and effort to be a horrible person?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it ruins it for everybody else. Like, when you do actually file a complaint because your food has been, you know, messed up or something, then, you know, you're being questioned.
And you said it because it's so frustrating when you go through all of these hoops to be like, no, this is what happened, like this food wasn't delivered, or the quality was terrible. And it's because of things like this. Like, it'll make it even harder to be able to submit those. So
very true.
Yeah.
All right, we got to move on. You may have heard of girl dinner. We'll now get ready for the male alternative. Should we tell them what girl dinner is, first of all?
It's basically a combination of different, it would seem like snack foods to some people.
Yeah.
That may not be cohesive, but they go together.
It's just like fistfuls of stuff.
Yeah.
Like shredded cheese and like, I don't know, a handful of pickles. Not that you'd grab pickles with you. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Random stuff that you eat instead of actually cooking something.
Exactly.
Videos are going viral on TikTok. They're showing off the new trend, boy kibble.
Coined as the gym bro cousin of girl dinner, this trend highlights food as fuel. Many men on these social media platforms are showing off their high-protein dishes.
I can tell this is going to be gross already. Many women are claiming that what they're making looks similar to dog food. Meals like ground beef, smashed avocado, handfuls of mixed frozen vegetables, and rice. Okay, wait, actually, because
it sounds...
I eat that semi-regularly.
Well, because you know the cottage cheese or sweet potato type bowls, those are going viral. Similar. Okay, many are calling these meals tragic.
Yeah, some men are calling them hyper efficient, and it's not supposed to taste good. Well, it sounds like you need to maybe season your food then, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I would say.
Yeah, there are some other social media influencers who prefer to call the trend dog bowl dinner.
What?
Because they consist of ingredients that a true dog would eat. I mean,
listen.
Oh, that looks like kibble.
Okay, you can do a little bit better than that. Come on now. Like, let's use our heads here.
Yeah.
You can make it a little bit better without needing that much effort.
I care about the plating. Sometimes, you know, you're just trying to eat dinner.
Yeah.
But you can put it in a nice circular type plate.
Yeah.
You know those ones, I guess the Nara Smith plate, if you will. Make it look nice.
Yeah. You know, one of my favorite meals to bring to work, turkey meatballs, brown rice, veg, little avocado, amazing. 10 out of 10. Some kind of sauce on it. Like, it's the best. I don't want to be told that it looks like dog food. I know it looks like dog food, but the ones that they were showing were a little ridiculous. Don't look at me like that. What are you doing over there?
He's typing away.
Mean. Listen, not everybody has access to the blueberry yogurt because somebody eats all of it in the refrigerator.
I've never seen it. Never.
Because Mark eats all of them. He buys them like as soon as they're stocked, and he keeps them under his desk. Anyways, don't go anywhere. When we come back, our final thoughts this Monday morning.
We're back after this.
Time for our final thoughts of the morning here on ARC Rochester. Busy day. When isn't it, though? A lot of good conversations. The auto dealers roundtable is always fun.
Yeah.
Always cool to hear about the new trends and, you know.
Cars have so much technology in them now.
They really do.
It's tough to work on them sometimes.
It's
I mean,
scary.
you know, you start digging into something and you don't want to break anything else, you know?
My favorite by far has to be the backup camera. Because I didn't learn with one of those. So I was like, oh, this is great, especially for parallel parkers, new ones.
Steph is very scared of parallel parking. That's twice you've brought it up today.
I see my insurance rate and I'm like, I don't want it to go up higher. I don't want to mess up, you know?
I can't use those on road tests, so.
Exactly. We only had the 2-point turn for mine, so they took it off.
Yeah, different states are different ways, yeah.
2-point turn?
Yeah.
Isn't it a
3-point turn?
3-point turn?
Oh, it depends on how fast you're going.
Yeah, Steph drives fast.
Depends how much ice there is.
Zooming through the parking
Drifting.
lot. Jeez. Hey, that does it for us here on ARC Rochester. Join us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57. We'll be on 13 WHAM ABC.
Much more live local news coming up later for 13 WHAM News at midday. Mark and Christian will see you then. See you tomorrow.